earthquake. Since then, there have been 11.
These earthquakes were sitting there waiting to happen. We have triggered these earthquakes.
Armbruster believes the trigger was this Youngstown well that disposes of contaminated water. The water is a byproduct of oil and natural gas extraction called fracking. The disposal well pumps thousands of gallons of the waste into rock a mile or more below. Armbruster says the fluid may have made its way into an earthquake fault line.
Exploration digging for shale gas deep in the rocks of Lancashire has been suspended after 2 earthquakes in 2 months.
Just behind that truck are some of the wealthiest neighborhoods in Los Angeles. That's Santa Monica, Beverly Hills, Bel Air, West LA. It's all like there.
FEMA did a study of what a 7.2 earthquake would do to Los Angeles along the Newport-Inglewood fault line. Thousands of projected casualties, trillions of dollars of damage. Comprehensive damage to buildings, bridges, and infrastructure. But the 1,000-acre oil field in Los Angeles is far from California's biggest emerging problem. So I'm going to show you a little bit here on the map where most of the produce is created in California. The Central Valley. Central California's agricultural basin, dependent on irrigation. It's the stuff of American lore. Land's End, the promise of America. The Central Valley is over the biggest shale play in the West, the Monterey Shale. That could mean hundreds of thousands of oil and gas wells up and down California. But there's one other thing that's in American mythology and American life that we know really well. California earthquakes. And the San Andreas Fault, probably the most famous fault line in the world, runs straight through the Monterey Shale. I was starting to add it up. Worldwide energy, choices about where it was going to come from. Flying over the United States on my way home, seeing the pockmarks of wells drilled all across the Rockies, brought the choices into high relief, right out the window of a commercial flight. This is what it really looks like. July 1st, the year was up. And Governor Andrew Cuomo let the moratorium on drilling and fracking in New York State expire. The decision in my backyard is now in the hands of Governor Cuomo and President Obama. Governor Cuomo announces that he's going to let science, not emotion, decide his policy on hydrofracking. In the fall of 2011, we got both mounting protests across New York and 67,000 public comments on their environmental impact statement. But I was about to find out that this is much bigger than my backyard. That fall, Hurricane Irene came storming up the East Coast. It was the first time that I could remember a hurricane hitting upstate New York and central Pennsylvania. The stream swelled to 9 feet above its normal level. We lost lots of trees. There was nothing compared to what happened in upstate New York. Whole towns washed away. 100-year-old bridges washed away in the blink of an eye. A freak storm supercharged by warming temperatures. 2 words on everyone's mind: climate change.
I don't think we live in times that are particularly kind to objective information. So the hypothesis here is shale gas is better for global warming than other fossil fuels, and it's a good transitional fuel. So we tested that, and the answer is, well, no, it's not. The White House has clearly bought into this idea that natural gas is part of the solution to moving us gradually off of fossil fuels. I don't think they did that with good science. We estimate that somewhere between 3.6 and 7.9% of the total amount of gas produced over the lifetime of a well is emitted to the atmosphere as methane. There's continual leakage at the wellhead, there's leakage from the storage and processing facilities, purposeful venting, also accidental leaks. You throw it into the pipeline systems and the distribution systems and storage systems. There's leakage in all of those.
Global warming